Welcome to SpotLight. It's the podcast that lifts the curtain on life here at Wolverhampton Grand Theatre. I'm Scott.
I'm Tonia, and today we are joined by another amazing superstar legend. It is Debra Stephenson! Woo!
You've got the most infectious laugh, Tonia.
I do.
I love your
crazy. Thank you.
Could you come and sit in the audience just when I'm doing my impressions? That would be really useful.
I was there on press night, laughing my head off. Honestly, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But I wanted to actually start. Let's go back, way back. Well, not too far back, but a little bit back. How did you get involved in just being involved in this profession as a creative, as an actor? As an impressionist, just a little bit of a background for us.
Well, it is way back. It's way back, because I am quite old now, and I started very young. So initially, I wanted to be on the stage for as long as I can remember, really.
Yeah.
I went to the theatre. My parents took me to the theatre.
I love it.
Which theatre?
Yes.
You remember?
To a theatre in New Zealand
Ooh.
when I was 4 years old, because I lived in New Zealand when I was very little.
Okay.
And even though I was born in Hull, my parents emigrated. Then they came back. That's another story.
Didn't want the sunshine.
I don't quite understand it, but something to do with family.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they took me to see the Wombles, and halfway through the show, they said, "Would any of the children like to come up and dance with the Wombles?" So, some of the children got up and went to the stage. Their parents took them onto the stage, and we were dancing around. This is all I remember. This is all my earliest memory. Dancing around with the Wombles, and I'm looking at the lights, and I'm feeling the energy, and I'm feeling the vibes are good, and I'm thinking, I love this. This is it. This is it. And so they said, "Oh, ready? That's it. Thank you very much, children. Parents take your children off the stage." Oh, I wouldn't go.
You wouldn't leave?
I wouldn't leave. So I was there, I'm enjoying myself. I hadn't noticed. I'm
I'm
away with the fairies.
Dancing away.
Yeah, and I've been away with the fairies ever since, really. But yeah, my mum had to come and carry me off stage.
You really wouldn't leave? Like, you really wouldn't leave?
No, she had to come and carry me off the stage. She was like, "Come on." Yeah, that could happen at the pantomime when my parents come. They come in next week.
I love it.
Not your turn anymore. So yeah, the Wombles.
The Wombles
were the inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I kind of always knew from then. My dad did impressions, so I think he probably would have gone into that if he hadn't had a family so young.
Oh, wow.
But he
was he? Would you say he's better than you?
Well, he certainly was.
Ooh.
He always says, his words, not mine, that the student has overtaken the master. But that's his words, not mine.
Okay.
I still need his help sometimes. I still run those voices past him, and he will always tell me, "Oh, it's not slightly off. Just tweak this a bit, or turn that down a bit."
Yeah.
How do you prepare to do an impression? I mean, I think it's just fascinating. But just as an actor in general, it's great. But when you can do an impression and really go deep into it, I'm like, how? Give us a little taste of like the bit of the technique. I don't know what you do.
I mean, I'm not sure, because it varies from voice to voice and person to person. So there will be something that strikes you about that person if you're looking for it, So I wouldn't necessarily ordinarily think, well, I've got Sonia, No,
No, yeah.
But if I had to, so let's say, we think, it's Tonia's party soon, and we're going to surprise me. We want to do a little video. We want you to do an impression of her, or something like that. Then I would want to. Well, no, I would. I don't even know if I could do your voice, because you have a really good, rich tone.
I do.
And sometimes you just haven't got the right instrument for a certain voice.
Yeah.
Especially if you are trying to do someone who's got a very different voice, like a man. A man has a very different voice. But then if you haven't got the right, sometimes they all want to do me, especially the ladies, but they don't have the right equipment. Everybody does a trump, but it's rude to do it in public. But
Sorry, carry on.
But I haven't got the right voice. So I start with the hands. I think I got tiny hands, small but perfectly formed. Melania said I do a lot with my hands, and
So good.
you might have to edit some of this.
Yeah, we're not editing that bit. That bit's too good. That bit's too good.
But this is the key. You always have a key. You go like, what is it? For me, it's the hands. So I start with the hands, and basically these are the hand gestures that he does. Big fish, little fish, tiny fish. Point to God. God is great. Don't shoot, scatter, and fight. And he does things like he'll talk about things, with this kind of almost slightly defensive sort of neck and head, and then he'll do a little aside. It's true, he does an aside, and then he goes back to that. It's true. No, it's true. No, it's true. And the thing is, it's going to be great, and it's all because of me.
It's all because of you, Debra.
No,
It's
because
all because of you. The reason why I feel like I'm sitting in my job, which I never want to, but it's because of Debra. Honestly,
it's so much more than just the voice.
It is.
Isn't it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's not
drawing
just
a
the voice.
caricature. You kind of, if someone's got like a bigger nose or a bigger, that's what you accentuate in the picture. And I guess it's the same with the voice. You just kind of, but then you have to add on all of the, if you just did the voice,
So,
it wouldn't be half as funny without all of the.
You're quite
or
right.
accurate without all of the.
But some people don't have very many mannerisms, and then other people have loads. So he's a gift. I'm God's gift to impressionists. But he's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes.
And then someone like Davina McCall is also quite gesticular. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Love it. Amazing.
Oh, teach me.
There's such a lot going on there. And her voice isn't dissimilar to mine. So I kind of thought at first, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because her voice is not dissimilar.
Yeah.
But I think it's much more about the essence of somebody.
Yes.
So she's got her, and there's different things. There's different aspects of people, So she's got all this kind of crazy stuff, and then she's got the very serious side to her, where she'll be doing something like Long Lost Family, and it is extremely emotional.
Oh my goodness.
So I enjoy it, but for me it is more about the essence of the person than anything else. And sometimes I go about it. I mean, it's all about listening and watching, observing, and looking for these clues, these keys. And they are clues in a way. They're a key in, but they're a clue to who that person is. Yeah. So what they're presenting might be just the surface layer, but if you can somehow get underneath the skin in a way and get the essence of the person, then you can start to feel it. So sometimes I, as well as watching them during the day or something, I will watch them at night on my phone. So on YouTube or something like that, and I'll watch them again and again and again, and then I'll turn my phone off and I'll go to sleep, and then it uploads into my brain overnight, and then it can be days, it can be weeks, it could be months.
I was going to say, how long does it take?
Yeah, it depends on who it is, and then other ones happen by accident. So Sandy Toksvik, I've tried to put these ones that most people know into the panto as well. Oh yes, I have.
So yes. Oh no, yes.
Sandy Toksvik, for me, it's something about it's harder to do when I'm standing up, because there's something about when she's sitting there on QI behind the desk and she sort of goes, and there's something about the way that she sits at her desk, and there's something in the shoulder and in the arm, and I was chopping I think it was cucumbers. Cucumbers sounds funnier anyway. I was chopping vegetables, and I made this. I was talking to someone in my own voice, just having a conversation, and I made this strangulated noise. I didn't mean to, but I just kind of went, and I thought, oh, what's that? And I thought, oh, that's somebody. That's somebody. It's on the tip of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. So somewhere in my subconscious, it had been going, oh, that voice. And I thought, well, I don't know who it is though. I can't think who this is, this noise. Somebody goes, And so I thought, well, if I just continue speaking, but with my throat in this, and just see what happens. And all of a sudden I realised, I'm Sandy Toksvik.
So now we've got to the point where you don't think, all right, I'm going to do an impression of sort of these people kind of
they come toppling out of you. I cannot wait to see Tonia coming toppling out of Debra at some point. And that would lead me on to my
What
next question.
what kind of food would Deborah need to be preparing for Tonia?
Maybe some Saturday soup, Jamaican. Even though I don't
You don't have a Jamaican accent, though,
I know,
do
but
you?
I do every now and again, Bab.
Does
Even
it
though
come-
that
does it,
wasn't-
Bab? Does it come
It
out?
just comes out of me, like Sandy did it with you.
Yeah. Oh, you see, I need to upload you into my brain.
I really would need to
You watch
upload
this
it.
podcast back
Yes.
Yeah.
before you go
Again
to
and
bed.
again, just before I go to sleep.
Just before you-
And
the
then
next
it's
morning,
like,
Tonia will.
you need the fairy godmother of impressions to
Yes.
wave the magic wand, and then you shall become Tonia.
Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So this is leading me on to my next question. Tell our viewers your journey of how have you always wanted to do TV, first of all?
Yes.
And how I love it straight up. So tell us that journey, how you got involved in doing TV work.
Okay, well, sort of as soon as I'd done the Wombles,
So as soon as this is hilarious.
I knew that I wanted to be on the stage. And somehow I associated this with being on TV too, because I was only 3, I think, at that time. Because we left New Zealand when I was 4. And some cameras appeared one day at the nursery that I went to. I went to it was a creche at the university. And so everyone was sort of like, oh, the cameras are coming and there's going to be a puppet show. Anyway, there were cameras there, not TV cameras, I don't think. I think they were just, but I thought I was going to be on TV. So I'm laying there like this. They say, you people, you children be on the front row. And I'm laying on my tummy like this, watching the puppet show like this, but I'm looking at the camera like this and I'm thinking, there's a camera there, I'm going to be on the TV. And I kid you not, you'll find it in archives somewhere, in the Waikato Times, I think it is. There's a picture of the children, including me, and all the children are watching like this, the puppet show, and it says, most, in italics, most of the children were enthralled at the puppet show. And there's everyone looking that way and me just like this. Looking straight down the lens. What a little show-off.
Oh.
And for some reason, I just thought, that's it. I want to be on the stage and the screen. And I don't know why. Why would you even think about that when you're that age? There might have been something wrong. But but no, I was a happy enough child. And then I found out that my friend at school went for drama lessons. And this was when I was 6 back in the UK.
Yeah.
So I grew up just outside of Hull. And my friend went for drama lessons. What's that? It's where you learn to become an actor or an actress, I think she would have said then.
Yeah.
And I was like, straight home, I want to do drama lessons. It's where you become an actor. And, you know, I was very lucky because my parents...
They were able to do
They went along with it all, yeah. And then singing lessons and dancing lessons. Not that I'm a great dancer at all, especially not with my knee now. But yeah, I kind of did all that and then copied my dad doing impressions. And then I did some concerts and things, talent competitions. I'd seen Opportunity Knocks, the original one. We used to watch Mikey Arwood a lot, and Janet Brown and all those people of the day, and Opportunity Knocks and Lena Zavaroni at the time with Huey Green when I was very, very young. And then they brought it back when I was 14 with Bob Monkhouse. Yeah. As Bob says, Opportunity Knocks. And I said, please, can I audition for this? And so I did, and that was sort of how I got into actually being on telly. Wow. Although, you know, local radio and local television. So we had a magazine program called Calendar, and Richard Whiteley, you know Richard Whiteley? Yes. Yeah. He was on there, and they had got wind that I was doing all these shows and things locally. And in fact, Les Dennis appeared at a local working men's club, and then he introduced me onto the stage. And at the time, I had this little act. I think I was 12, and I had this act where I played Margaret Thatcher, dressed up as Margaret Thatcher with a handbag and a wig and the rosette on the suit and everything. And it was Margaret Thatcher, very odd kind of concept. It was Margaret Thatcher doing impressions of other people, because I only had the one costume and I didn't have time to get changed into all the others. And it was like, I've started doing impressions, you know. Here's my Kate Bush. Nobody wants to see her, Kate Bush. Thank you very much. We're back to Danny and his dog, aren't we? But no. So But my closing line was always the same. It was always, anyway, I must go. I have a new hospital to close.
And this was at 14.
Well, no, younger than that.
Younger than
That
14.
was, yeah, because this
So
was
you-
before Opportunity
Yeah.
Knocks. So actually, I did make my TV debut slightly before, because Calendar got wind of this.
Yeah.
And then they had me on their show. And Richard Whiteley said, remember, you saw her first on Calendar, which was very sweet, because when you're that age, you need that kind of encouragement
Yeah.
and reinforcement that you're not just a dilly daydream like your teachers often tell you
Yes.
you are. But that actually, no, you this can be a reality.
Yes.
It's not so far-fetched to think that you could be on television, and that you can go on being on television. And my parents were very much like that with me. So it wasn't that it was a kind of ego-driven, I mean, maybe it was slightly ego-driven. I've tried to step
No,
away
it's what
from
you
the
do.
ego as much
Yeah.
as possible now, but there is always an aspect of that, I think, for being on the TV, that kind of special feeling that you get when people are watching and going, oh, wow, we love what you're doing, you know. I guess there is a kind of element to that. But my parents always kept my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
And they would always say, no, it's lovely and you should entertain people, and why not? And don't let anybody tell you that you can't.
Yeah.
And that was a really lovely way to be. But it was never sort of neurotically boosted by, you are the best, or you've got to be the best, or anything like that. So it's always been quite a nice, natural thing to
Yes.
sort of keep going. And there have been times when I've thought, oh, it's all over, no one's interested in me anymore. I mean, especially after Opportunity Knocks, I went back to school, they got on with a new series and then another series.
Yeah.
And I sort of was like, well, now what? GCSEs, you know, there's a summer season, but then what? And there's a pantomime, but then what? Because I did my first pantomime when I was 17.
Amazing.
Which was lovely, a Cinderella.
And did you play Cinderella?
Yes, yeah.
And did
yeah.
Cinderella do impressions, or was it very
Always.
much just really?
Yeah, because I've been on Opportunity Knocks doing impressions.
You've
So-
always been
And
doing
such
impressions.
mature women as well for someone who was so young. You said that you were like younger than 14 and doing
Yes,
Margaret Thatcher.
I always say when I was 6 was when I first did a Margaret Thatcher impression, because my dad taught me, and because he used to do Dennis Healey and all those kind of politicians of the time. And he taught me to do the Margaret Thatcher. And I used to say, this is how long ago it was, I used to say, when I become Prime Minister, except because I was only 6, it probably didn't sound like that at all. It probably sounded like, when I become Prime Minister. Oh no, that was Liz Truss, wasn't it?
Oh,
But no, you know, it probably didn't, but you need that encouragement.
Yeah.
You need
You
that.
do.
And do you know what? It really makes my heart sing to see these youngsters in our pantomime now. And it's wonderful, I think, the way that it's been organised so that we have quite a lot of children in the pantomime playing those special roles as the young prince and princess. And it really does, it makes my heart sing, because they're so good, and they're having their opportunity nice and young, and it tells them you can do this. If this is what you enjoy, then you can do it.
Yeah.
can I ask how? So tell everybody about your role in the panto, but also what made you say yes to us, Wolverhampton Grand Theatre?
Well, it was personal, really.
Oh,
Not the casting couch, don't worry. But a very good friend of mine, Chris Jarvis,
Yes.
who I've done pantomime with before, and we worked together in children's telly many years ago. He put me in touch with Tim here at the Grand, and we had a chat, and my husband said, don't go and do pantomime in Wolverhampton. And he said, you'll ruin everybody's Christmas. I don't think he meant the people of Wolverhampton, but ruin the family Christmas, because it's too far away.
Yeah.
And you know, there's lots that we do at Christmas as a family. And I said, well, look, I'll just have a chat. You know, we'll just have a chat. But I just was persuaded there and then that it would be a great thing to do. And I said to my husband, look, you know, I will be able to get back on Christmas Day, and that's what's really important. And I said, and you can all come up, and I'll make sure I have somewhere nice to stay that you can all come and visit me. And I said, and actually, there's something very special about it. My kids are grown up, by the way, now. So, you know, I haven't done one for quite a long time, and the ones that I have done in more recent years have been local. But they are a bit older now. My daughter's at university. My son's very busy with his own life, even though he still lives with us. And I said to my husband, we can still take our Christmas when we need it, and we can still see each other. But what we do in pantomime is we make thousands of people's Christmas that extra bit special, because it's part of the Christmas season. It's part of the Christmas program of things for families to do at Christmas, and not just families, but in the main, you're thinking, how many kids are you going to make happy? And actually, even pensioners that come in for those afternoon sessions, or anybody really, they are having a good time. And I've been to some pantos before, and in fact I went to Chris Jarvis's panto last year, and this is how the conversation began. I said, I had such a fabulous time, and I went 3 times. I took different friends on different occasions, and I said,
they do that.
I said, I never got bored of it. It was just fantastic. And I think and this was the conversation with Tim, was that I felt that it would be a good panto. I felt that it meant a lot to him and to this theatre to really put as much as they could into it, to please the people of Wolverhampton, because life is so busy and you're working so hard, and there's no Christmas market. And
you need
a Christmas market in this town.
Say it again.
Yeah. Don't even go there with Marks and Spencers. I've had it up to here. Everybody's telling me about it. Yeah. So no, it's a joyful night out or day out, and I also have been to some beautiful carol concerts before, which has just set me up for Christmas, or set the whole family up for Christmas, and we've gone, wow, it's just a wonderful way to start the season. Or sometimes, in our case, maybe you've had Christmas, you get that lull, go to the panto, and it just elevates everything again. It's such a joyful occasion, and I think the magic of it is about the care that you put into that. Is the reason that you're doing it is because you're going to really make it a fantastic show that everybody's going to walk away from just beaming with joy.
And not that we do it for reviews or anything like that, but when you do look at the reviews, it all kind of speaks for itself, really, isn't it? It's so nice to hear that the people who are critiquing it, but even then the families who then tell you at stage door or put it on social media, everyone has something good to say about it. It's something different, because there's something for everyone in it.
Of course you want to make sure that you've done a good job and that you want that feedback. Of course, that's natural to enjoy that as well.
100%. And so tell us, just before we wrap up, what's your favourite bit of the panto?
I have at least 2 favourite bits. I love Dancing Through Life when the kids go on. I'm such a romantic at heart, and I feel it's so beautiful. It's good old-fashioned romance at its best. But the kids, they melt my heart. Yeah. I just love them. Your
character is central to that song, so you get to be in the middle of it and enjoy it all.
Well, it's beautiful. I'm in it, and I start it off, and then I come back off stage when there's the proposal, and then the children go back onto the stage again, and I just wait. I watch in the wings, and honestly, sometimes I can tears bring just at the back of my eyes, because I find it really quite moving. And actually it's the noise of the children when he says, "Will you marry me?" and the children all go, "Whoa!" And I think, it's so lovely. It's so beautiful. I love it. But I love the tap as well. I love a good old-fashioned tap dance. I love an old-fashioned proper traditional panto dame. I love that.
Yeah, well,
that's
we've
great.
got that.
Yeah. I mean, I do think we've got everything, because what a strong villain we have as well. And let's face it, this is this story represents, and always has, as a fairy story, represented good versus evil. Yeah. And it never loses its relevance. No. And so to watch good triumph over evil every day is fantastic.
Every day.
I love it.
And me. Oh, honestly, it's been such a joy to have you part of our cast, for you to be here live and direct, literally sharing all of those impressions. Like I said, I was cackling. I was literally cackling. And
with those impressions, our panto cast has probably tripled in size. There's that many celebrities in it because of you.
You were thinking, who else is going?
Oh Yeah.
We should change the poster. We should put
All
loads
them
of.
celebrities. Honestly, you
Don't say Trump's coming.
No.
People might bring rotten tomatoes.
No, we don't. No, we won't talk about him. We have, but we won't.
You will always talk about me. It's always about me.
Always help us. Listen, Deborah. I'm gonna get some lessons somehow. You're gonna be to me what your dad was to you, and then when you see me doing somehow, no, I can't do it right now.
Well,
try.
we'll find an impression for you.
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
You will. And at some point, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna say, Deborah, this is. I might even do you. No, I won't.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Without the impressions, you don't. I'm trying to work out.
I can't help you do me though, because I can't see myself
No, you can't
objectively.
see it.
I can't know.
You are actually similar to Davina, but just
Oh.
a bit less. No, not
A little bit less of that.
Listen, we could talk for.
I want your
hours.
laugh.
We
You've
could
got the
talk about-
best laugh.
Learn it, babes.
Okay.
Why did I go deep? Something's going on today. Something is going on. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us, for sharing, with our audiences. We love you, Deborah. Thank you.
Bless you. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
And we love having you in the panto, and it is so much more special for having you in it. So thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous gift with us. And thank you to everyone as well who have listened and watched at home. We love having you with us every week, don't we,
Yes,
Tonia?
we do.
And we can't wait to see you in the next one.
See
Bye.
ya.